Unit 1. We're going to be using the books Gospel Music Performance Practice and Technique Volume 1 and Gospel Music Performance Practice and Technique Volume 2. I'm going to be going through the books just as if you were right here sitting next to me. This is a one-on-one lesson here, and I will be following through. Sometimes I will skip some of the examples and elaborate on some of them, but I'm going to go through the book so that you can follow along with your book at home or wherever you decide with your students to take this course. The Unit 1 will cover basically chapters 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3, and the appendix section, basic triads and intervals, cadences, and also chapter 3, chord functions. Let's get started. Basic triads and intervals. A lot of this is very basic to you if you're, of course, an intermediate to advanced piano player. This is going to be very basic to you, but I want to start with the foundation. If you learn the foundation of gospel music, you're going to find out that you will be able to play not only the traditional styles, but also the contemporary styles. Basic triads and intervals. This is all very basic, as I said. On the C major scale, we have the basic C major scale. On each note or degree of the major scale, we can build intervals. Etc. And we're going to get a closer shot of this. Now notice that the chapter begins with a C major scale. Most of these examples are in the key of C. For instance, C major scale. And on each degree of the major scale, or minor scale for that matter, you can form a triad. Triads means 3 note chords. They turn into chords. You take the root of the scale in triads. For instance, in example 2. Example 3, notice that each triad can be altered. You can have a major triad, minor triad, diminished, or augmented. Major, lower the third for minor, lower the third and fifth for diminished, and raise the fifth for an augmented. The next page, on page 2, a lot of this is very basic, I know, for some of you, but that's okay. I want to go through this very quickly with you because this is the foundation for gospel music. Adding the 7th. So you have the C, the major 7th, or the minor 7th. And if you go up to the dominant, which is the 5th of the scale, dominant 7th or diminished 7th. Just for your clarification purposes, you can look at page 3 on the chord chart. This will outline the various chords and give you an idea of what notes are in each chord and each triad. It can be very helpful for you. Page 4, the inversions. The inversions are very, very important in gospel music. Very seldom are you going to have a song where you play all the root position chords. Most of them are going to be inverted. For instance, a root position for a C chord, the C is at the bottom, the foundation of the chord. If you have first inversion, you have the third as the bottom, and the second inversion, the 5th is at the bottom. If you add that 7th, root position, first inversion, second inversion, third inversion, etc. So it's very basic on there. Cadences, chapter 2.